Late last year, I received an email informing me that the annual price of my Disney Plus subscription was increasing to $140. This wasn't the only price hike I faced. Netflix announced that their most affordable tier would now include ads, Amazon's plan would cost an additional $3, and Apple TV's monthly fee jumped from $6.99 to $9.99. With so many great shows and movies available, it's frustrating that we're spread across multiple services, each requiring its own subscription. I want to watch them all, but the cumulative cost is painful. Makes you wonder how we ended up in a situation where streaming costs so much each month. More importantly, can consumers find a better way to manage their expenses? To answer this, we need to understand the perspective of the streaming services, starting with Netflix, the largest and oldest in the industry. Historically, Netflix generated revenue primarily through its subscribers. To increase profits, Netflix either had to attract more subscribers or raise prices. This was always their strategy. According to a 2021 New York Times article, Netflix's CEO and founder gambled that the company could grow its subscriber base and increase prices faster than its debt accumulated. By 2020, Netflix had amassed nearly $15 billion in debt to build a vast library of content, reducing its dependence on popular shows it didn't own, like The Office or Friends. This strategy paid off, and for a long time, Netflix experienced consistent growth even as it raised prices. Before we continue the video, please support the channel by hitting the subscribe button, like button, comment below, and also share the video. Thanks for watching. Netflix had very steady growth in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019. When the pandemic hit in 2020, and they had their best year ever, says Lucas Shaw, the managing editor for media and entertainment at Bloomberg News and the author of the newsletter Screen Time, Netflix eventually realized their growth was slowing down significantly. Growth continued to deaccelerate in 2021 and into 2022, making them nervous. In 2022, Netflix actually lost subscribers, initially 200,000 and then 1 million. There are only so many people in the population. Even if you reached everyone, there's a limit, Shaw explains. However, Netflix was aware they had more potential customers due to password sharing. Initially, they weren't concerned about this as it helped introduce more people to the service. Those who liked it would eventually subscribe. But as they approached their growth ceiling, Netflix recognized that the only way to continue expanding was to convert those sharing passwords into paying subscribers. This strategy led to a temporary surge in subscribers, significant enough that other companies started to adopt similar tactics. Meanwhile, another company was also chartering a unique course during this period. Hulu has always offered two tiers of service, ad-free and ad-supported. According to a 2019 article, Hulu's ad-supported option was the most profitable tier of their business. Its success was so notable that they lowered the price from $7.99 to $5.99. Advertising has been the key to a successful video business forever. When you think about the cable business, you don't think about paying for individual channels, you pay for a bundle. Those channels still have ads. It's not a foreign concept. Hulu has implemented this effectively. As more streaming services enter the market and prices rise, nearly every platform, including Netflix, has introduced more affordable ad-supported tiers. People seem to appreciate these options, and ad-supported plans have been driving an increasing percentage of new signups, contributing to each company's revenue. However, most of these companies are still not profitable. Part of the reason is that they're so new. We often forget that these companies have spent billions to launch new services and compete with Netflix. They tried to compress 15 years of Netflix's growth into just 3 to 5 years, which was very costly. So what's the outcome? Companies facing debt, revenue losses, or subscriber declines have raised prices and added ads in hopes of becoming or remaining profitable. But what does this mean for us as consumers? If, like me, you're passionate about filmmaking, movies, and TV, you might find yourself subscribed to numerous streaming services indefinitely. This isn't cheap, but it might be a worthwhile investment for you. Personally, I might choose to accept the increased monthly cost because I value having access to all these streaming services. However, in researching this video, I discovered a growing number of people adopting a more strategic approach. They're known as serial churners, a term used in the industry to describe consumers who frequently subscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe to streaming services based on their viewing preferences each month. According to the analytics group Antenna, 1 in 5 people were serial churners in 2023. For these individuals, the effort of switching between services is worthwhile because it allows them to save money and access content more selectively on their own schedule. A balanced approach might involve maintaining subscriptions to 1 or 2 primary services while rotating through others as needed. One user shares, "I've opened Max, Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon all within the last month, maybe within the last couple of weeks, and also Paramount Plus and Peacock. I guess, yes, I'm a churner for those. I sign on and off depending on what's available, and that works for me." Everyone has different preferences. Some might prefer to stay subscribed to just 2 services permanently. This strategy requires some effort and planning, but it can be quite cost-effective in the long run. After all, one of the main reasons we switched from cable to streaming was for the ability to choose what we pay for. As streaming continues to evolve, becoming more complex and expensive, might be time to reassess our relationship with it. We should start asking ourselves how to make our streaming habits work best for us. So what do you guys think? Are the streaming prices getting out of hand? What services are you subscribed to, if any? Also, what do you think of the current content offered on these streaming platforms? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments, and again, please support the channel by hitting the subscribe and like buttons, comment below, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.